Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Schoendog NFL Matchup of the Week. This week, we are taking a look at the Seattle Seahawks visiting the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings currently sit at 8-3 heading into this matchup, sitting only half a game in front of the Green Bay Packers for the NFC North Division after their thrilling last-second victory against the Detroit Lions on Thursday Night Football. Maybe one of the biggest surprises in the NFL this year, the Vikings have been rock solid since dropping their first game of the season to the San Francisco 49ers. They boast the league's leading rusher in Adrian Peterson, who currently sits at 1,164 yards and 8 touchdowns, with a 4.9 yard per carry average. But it is the Minnesota defense that has allowed the fewest points per game of any team in the NFL this season, and set up the Vikings for a divisional race the rest of the way. While Teddy Bridgewater may not be an elite quarterback at this stage in his career, he has proven in his second year to be perfectly suitable for what offensive coordinator Norv Turner and the Vikings ask him to do, as he's completing over 65% of his passes and has only 7 interceptions on the season. For the Seahawks, on the other hand, it has been a tale of two halves of the season in 2015. While they're 4-1 over their last 5 games, since they started the season 2-4, they find themselves sitting at 6-5 fighting for a wildcard berth as they begin the home stretch of the season. During that 4-1 stretch, the Seahawks offense is averaging nearly 27 points per game. But over the last 2 games, Russell Wilson has had the Seahawks offense operating at a level that it never has before. Russell Wilson has been unbelievable. The Seattle Seahawks are averaging 34 points per game over the last 2, and Russell Wilson has thrown for 605 yards and 8 touchdowns without turning the ball over. He is coming off the best passing game of his career, in which he threw for 345 yards and 5 touchdowns against the Pittsburgh Steelers last week. While the loss of Pro Bowl tight end Jimmy Graham will certainly hurt the Seahawks offense in the sense that there is significantly less attention from the opposing defense on a single player, if Russell Wilson is throwing it like he has the last 2 weeks, anyone can catch those balls. Wilson has not only been creating explosive plays with his arm, but he's been remarkably consistent this season as he's completing nearly 68% of his passes. The key for this game will be to see if the Seahawks can jump out to an early lead. If they can, it will force Bridgewater and their 31st ranked passing offense to mount a comeback that I don't believe they're capable of. Bridgewater is a serviceable quarterback at this point in his career, but I don't trust him to lead his team on any game-winning drives, particularly against a Legion of Boom secondary that is itching for redemption after being lit up by Roethlisberger and company a week ago. That has been your Schoendog NFL Matchup of the Week. Thanks so much for listening, and tune in next week.